Julian, I believe we are ready to start. I see our Mr. Vladimir guest speaker is already over here, and also Blum's official account. That is just amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. How about before we officially started, let's check our mic connection. And hi, Mr. Vladimir, can you hear us? Would you like to say hi?
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully, you can hear me as well. I hope everyone is in good condition right now for the great discussion ahead.
Super crystal clear. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a great honor, and everyone, welcome to today's MA session. The title is Ask Blum Anything from Vision to Milestones and Crypto Drops. We are incredibly excited to have all of you here with us. And my name is Moonlight. I'm the head of committee at Nimble. I will be your host for today's discussion. Over here joining us is Mr. Vladimir. Everyone knows him, right? He's a co-founder and CMO of Blum, and Mr. Vladimir has played an important role in shaping Blum's journey from its initial vision to the thriving platform that we see today. And he will be shedding light on everything from Blum's roadmap and milestones to the exciting crypto drops that I know you have all been asking about in the comments. We have got a lot to cover today, from the project's recent major announcement with Binance Labs to the innovative Blum Pad and beyond. And of course, we'll be taking questions from our audience. So everyone feel free to drop your questions in the comments, and let's dive in. Warm welcome, Mr. Vladimir. Could you please starting from
Hello.
introducing yourself and the story behind how you and the team brought a project Blum to life? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for hosting us today, and it's absolutely pleasure to be here today. And I've been in the crypto space for quite a long time, since 2016. I've been doing some crypto projects back then, and in 2021 I joined Binance. I was leading the CIS markets and the Central Asian markets at Binance. And then in 2023, we decided to leave Binance together with my partner Gleb Koster, who is the CEO of Blum and my co-founding partner. And we decided to build the trading app, which will be easy to use for the newbies and as well as for professional traders in the space. And as we are the crypto enthusiasts, we did face some troubles, and we understand that a lot of people were facing some troubles getting the tokens on the market, because when dealing with the decentralized exchanges, you have to have gas tokens from one chain or another to pay fees, and you have to, believe the centralized exchanges in holding your money. So we decided to build an exchange which will be relatively easy to use. And then in the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024, the Telegram space started to bloom and boom, of course, with Notcoin. And those guys did a great job of attracting over 35 million users into their app, and they had the successful launch at Binance. So we decided that, Telegram mini apps is the space where we're going to launch the trading app of our own, and decided to do so starting with the user acquisition model. So we decided to build the very simple app to use, where people can farm points and can invite their friends and complete simple and not simple tasks and receive some airdrops on the way. And then we're going to convert those users into our trading functionalities. And you mentioned already the meme pad and different products that we are building, which are coming up very soon. And here we are now with more than 83 million users. More than 20 million users use Bloom every day. So daily active users count is from 20 to 22 million every day. And yeah, excited to be here and share our experience and how we got there.
That is just amazing. A lot of great numbers and data that you have sharing with us. And I believe so far right now I could see that wow, we have hundreds of audience over here joining us listening on Twitter space. And actually, guess what? We have over 27,000 live views on Binance Live joining and listening
Awesome.
to this space event as well. Yes, we're all very exciting
It's
about the
awesome.
future plans. And of course, we would like to start from the fundamental. Could you please tell us about Blum's vision and the background of Blum's core team members? Thank you.
Yeah, so as I said, together with Gleb, we decided to build Binance, and we actually started to work together when we were working for Binance. I was covering 9 countries, Gleb was more than 50 countries. Binance was directly reporting to CZ, and I think Binance had and still have the great vision of being the user first, right? Focusing on the user needs. So that's where we adopted this vision of having the users first, serve them very good. And then, of course, a lot of users will love you when you deliver the product, which is a long-awaited one. Again, having the complexity of users onboarding into the Web3 space now, we decided there is a space for new product which can be very, very easy to use. So we did conduct this survey when Bloom was around like 10 million users. So it was a couple of months ago, and we found out that in Telegram, which already have almost a billion of people using this super app. I would not call it the messenger anymore because you can transfer funds, so you can play games, you can use exchanges, you can use wallets, and you can do a lot of things which are connected with Web 2 and Web 3 together. We decided that it's going to be our starting point of onboarding millions of users, and I hope by the end of the year we're going to have over 100 million of users. And of course, those users, because they're the newbies, they should be onboarded well, right? So they should be educated. And I think that's what we're doing, right? We have different tasks um, and different, onboarding things which they need to do. For example, when Notcoin was there, users had to tap on the screen, and then there was like virtual points which they had, and then they had to convert them into the NFT certificates. And it was the first time those millions of users had the NFTs in their hands, right? And then when the listing happened on Binance and on other exchanges, they had to, first time create their accounts and proceed with the KYC and make their first trade, right? So this is how natively millions of people are converting from the Web 2 into the Web 3 space. And that's what we actually are trying to do, and that's what we're doing. And we have the Bloom Academy on the YouTube, so we incentivize users with points to watch the videos where we tell what the BNB is, what Ton is, what mining is, what farming is, explaining them how it works. So this way, our mission is to convert as much users from the tap mechanics into the real traders and the real Web3 users is accomplishing. Over 35 million wallets are now connected at Bloom, right? So we think it's a great figure. Most of the DeFi, crypto native, blockchain native apps don't have such amount of users. Of course, those users might be from the developing countries, which is interesting because blockchain and crypto changing their lives in Southeast Asia, in India, in Turkey, in CIS countries, in Bangladesh, wherever, right? So we think it's a really cool crowd of people who really want to be and incentivized to start using Web3 at the full scale, right? So slowly, step by step, we're going to be adopting them, and we're going to making them the way through the at first sight very complicated Web3 Web3 kind of journey, right? So that's our mission, to onboard as much users as possible, hopefully millions of users into the Web3 space in an easy way, and the way where they can be also incentivized. We also did on the way, we did airdrops of different tokens. For example, we did 3 airdrops with the Dox coins with a value more than $3.5 million, right? And also we did the drop for of X Empire tokens, which was actually onboarded into the Bloom Labs. Bloom Labs is the organization within our organization which helps promising projects with traffic and promotion in exchange of tokens for our users. And we're going to be doing more and more of that, right? So now there's more than eight. There's 8 projects onboarded into the Bloom Labs, and there are going to be more because there's a there's a queue of them who wants to engage with us, but we try to select those projects very carefully, so those projects can create value for users, so they can be incentivized to try out the how Web3 is cool, awesome, and easy to use.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Vladimir, for letting us know more about what Bloom's vision is. And always inspiring to hear how projects like Bloom are born from a clear vision and strong leadership. So everyone understanding the journey of Bloom's team and along with the co-founder's background really shows the depth of the expertise during this platform forward. And I'm sure our members are thrilled to see how this vision shapes Bloom's future. And we have the next question because we know that Bloom has many notable bakers, right, including Binance Labs. Could you please tell us more about how these partnerships or investment come to be and how they have contributed to Bloom's growth? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this question. Actually, to be honest, we started to be profitable from the second month of Bloom birth, right? Because there was a lot of partners who were bringing value to Bloom, helping us to develop, and that's how we could, sustain our team and grow our team. Now our team is about 40 people on board, and we were looking for very strong partners, right? So before the product even was launched, we were with our vision, we were onboarded into the Binance Labs Accelerator, right? Accelerator is the portion of workshop and lectures and meetings with great people. There were like I believe 13 projects onboarded out of more than 1,000 of applications this year. So we got accepted. Of course, probably, a lot of people say, hey, you're ex Binanceans, probably had, the fast track. Well, we actually did fill out the form. And of course, our background was helping us to get through this. But it was a great news. And then straight after we were incubated and the announcement of our incubation was published, and then the Bloomberg actually reached out and wrote an article about it. And then we had more than 100,000 of registrations in the waiting list. So people were waiting for the project from the ex Binance, and which was backed by Binance Incubator Accelerator, right? And then Binance recently, I think months ago, announced that they are investing in us. Which was, of course, a really positive sign for us and for the whole market. Being honest, there was a bunch of huge amount of different VCs and companies who we talked to, and I think relatively soon, maybe next week, there's going to be another announcement of really great support of ours who is also going to be investing in us, and really proud to do so. And now I'm in Dubai, and in a week's time, there's going to be Binance Blockchain Week, where my partner Gleb Kostarev is going to be present on stage, and we'll talk about Bloom's vision for the crowd of Binance Blockchain Week visitors. And then there's going to be another important milestone for us in terms of the public appearance. Then there's going to be happening the Ton Gateway. This is the main conference for Ton supporters for the Ton blockchain. It's also going to be happening in Dubai on this 1st and 2nd of November. I'm going to be present on stage, so if anyone here is in Dubai, I welcome you to join. The conference is going to be great, both of them, and Binance Blockchain Week and on Gateway. So yeah, currently we have announced only one investment, but there's more to come. We've signed with them and preparing the good news for the community.
Wow. So I should say congratulations in advance because there are a lot more good news to come. And everyone, if you haven't, I believe everyone already follow Bloom and follow Mr. Vladimir, right? But you haven't done so, be sure to give them a follow and also set reminders and that you are not going to miss any important information because backed by Binance Labs and other key players really speak to the confidence major entities have in Bloom's potential, right? This is definitely a project with humongous potential. And friends, be sure to continue to support it. And we have a third question over here because we, as Mr. Volume, you also share a lot of great data, right? And Bloom has hit very impressive milestones in terms of user count and wallet connections. Could you please also walk us through these achievements and what they mean for our community over here? Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, the number of registered users, right? That's 83 million of people, and we know that Telegram mini apps are being used by 500 million people overall. So we have around like 25 percent, well, almost like 20% out of the whole audience of mini apps, which is quite significant. But the more significant numbers is our daily active users, which varies from day to day from 20 to 22 million. Now it means the population of some countries every day visit Bloom, and the audience is very diversified. Right, we have people from Southeast Asia, from Turkey, from CIS countries, from Africa, from all over the world, and there's like not big amount of users. Because there's thoughts for some of people that, for example, Telegram users are only in CIS, right? Or only in Africa, or only in India. This is not true, at least at what we are seeing in our stats. It's across the globe, and mostly centralized in the global south, as we call it. So developing countries, Southeast Asia, CIS, and so on, right? Pretty diversified. Then the next one is the number of wallets connected, right? So more than 35 million wallets are connected into Bloom. It means that those people have the wallets, so they can make the transactions, they can top up their wallets, so they are halfway through Web3 people, right? Some of them have a lot of funds in there. Some of them have not a lot, but they have the wallets. That's the first step, right? And they have the Bloom itself. And with those users, of course, we also did experiment, and we had some on-chain tasks, and millions of people made transactions, right? I think for now, more than 3.5 million, sorry, 7.5 million people made some transactions within the Bloom app, right? And that's what we're seeing. So this is the conversion funnel, and the numbers are very, very good. It means that almost 10% of people are active in the blockchain and have the funds in their wallets and made the transactions with their wallets, right? Which makes us think that they are the potential traders of the app. The important thing is that of course, um, there's still quite a lot of people who are the airdrop hunters. So those people who think that airdrops might be the life change for them, which might not be true, right? So in order to receive something, you need to work very hard. And for a lot of people, what Telegram mini app space is doing is the onboarding process of those who have never held any crypto in their hands to get it, putting their attention into this. So we're now coming into the attention economy. So people understand and know that their attention, their time, their activities, their invitations of friends, and the task completeness makes much sense. So yeah, those are the numbers and the things which we're having now, and I think we could be proud of them.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Vladimir, for sharing the data with us. And definitely, everyone, amazing numbers. 7.5 million people made transactions. Wow, the numbers are definitely incredible. And friends, if you haven't done so, be sure to check out Bloom's. Yeah, lots of amazing products, especially surrounding the super app, right? Telegram, and this is just going to bring more people to convert it into the Web3 space. And the next question we have is about Bloom's MinPad. What is that about? Could you please explain how it works and why it is a very important part of the overall Bloom ecosystem? Thank you.
Yeah, that's an important milestone for us, and we've been preparing for some time. And we were supposed to be launching earlier this year, but we had to postpone it due to different reasons. For example, a bit of unreadiness of the Ton blockchain. We work closely with them not to make too much noise in the chain, and for users to have a very comfortable way of creating their own tokens. buying and selling them. So obviously, a lot of people may have heard of the Sun Pump or Pump Fund. Pump Fund on Solana, Sun Pump on Tron, Grafan on BNB chain. So those platforms for creating tokens by the users within seconds, right? So within 10, 20 seconds, you can create your own token. It's going to be live, it's going to be on chain, and it can be different tokens. It should not be only be the meme itself, right? It should not be like the dogs or cats or whatever, right? It can be the community token. It can be the music band token. It can be your family token. It can be your Telegram blogger token, whatever, right? So people will be able to create them, and huge crowd of Bloom. Those 22 million, 22 million people who come to Bloom every day will be able to purchase it, sell it, or create their own, right? So we believe that will create a lot of attention in the Ton ecosystem, because so far, due to um, some due to different factors, there was only one meme coin who uh, which is launched on Ton blockchain, which did reach like very very high heights, right? Which is Docs. So we were the us and Notcoin were the advisors of the Docs meme coin, and it's been listed on Binance, which is a great success. It has a valuation of more than $400 million. And Docs did a lot of work in terms of the charity. The allocated more than hundreds of thousands of dollars into the charity, and there are going to be more coming. Recently, during the event in Dubai, they received the best meme coin award from the Blockchain Life, and the best Telegram tap to earn app, which we are really proud of. Um, so yeah, and we believe by creating the meme pad, there will be more tokens like this, smaller, bigger, different ones created within the ecosystem. So I think now we're talking about days, maximum weeks of finally launching the meme pad. I know a lot of people are waiting for this. We did the contest, and more than 40,000 people actually left the request to create the meme token at Bloom's meme pad. So I believe Ton is going to be the next place where memes are blooming, right? And we're going to be helping with it. And of course, we're going to be holding a lot of tasks and quests. For the meme pad, we are doing a lot of content work. We're going to be creating new Telegram channels, educating people how to run their meme coins, how to create them, how to attract attention to the most promising ones. We're going to be providing support in terms of marketing. So yeah, I think it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be a very successful launch. It's going to be the next very big step for us, because this is the first trading product which is gonna be inside Bloom.
Wow. Oh, already over 40,000 requests as to launch their meme coin through the Blum Impact. That is definitely amazing. And we certainly looking forward to its official launch, because it is going to be a game changer, right, for the community and for the Web3ers. Maybe a lot more traditional finance users, that they are going to curious about how they could also launch a token by themselves, right? Wow. Well, I just can't believe that. I'm sure also the audience eager to explore it further. So, friends, once again, be sure to pay attention to a lot of major announcement from Bloom. And the next question over here we have is that we know that many of our audience or Avacom members are excited about Bloom's crypto drops. Do you mind to share more information about how these work and what participants can expect? Thank you.
Of course. And finishing the previous topic, we're looking forward to have the Moonlight token launched on Bloom Memes Pad. Just joking, but yeah, if you want to, we'll be happy to support. So about the drops, right? So usually what happened in the Telegram space and Telegram mini app space is that some projects were launched, for example, some games. Users were tapping, users were farming, users were inviting friends. Then users were waiting for the airdrop when the points will become tokens, and then everything is going down, right? The number of people who go into the project, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I believe that it should be a different way around, and we decided to turn things around. So we decided that there are going to be constant drops of different format for different people, um, um, for our audience, right? Even before Bloom token launch or Bloom listing, right? Um, First drop happened in the end of August when docs were listing on Binance, and around 500,000 of people, 500,000 people, um, joined the drop and received the rewards for this. This was the first one. The second one, we decided to have the smaller amount of people. It was received by community very differently, right? Because out of 83 million people, of course, a lot of people did not receive the drop, right? But the drop was larger than the first one, right? For 500,000 people. So then which is ongoing right now, we decided to launch a drop for 7.5, 7.8 to be exact, million of people with a smaller amount of tokens per each person. So those are the three drops which are ongoing, right? The fourth drop was done via the Bloom Labs project, which is called X Empire, which is listed, I believe, today. Um, so 2% of the whole token supply were received by Bloom users. So how it works that, promising projects come to us and saying that they need support in terms of the traffic, in terms of the awareness, in terms of the partnerships. We provide that, and they allocate certain amount of tokens for our users, right? So 2% is the sufficient, quite big number. And so this drop was drop number four. We have two more drops, actually three more drops coming, and I can name them. I think I did not name them before, but those drops are going to be Tonex DAO, the project which recently launched on the blockchain. Sorry, as a Telegram mini app. There's going to be a meme 5. And there's going to be Ton Station, right? So there are going to be three more drops coming up very soon. And again, there are 8 projects which are onboarded into the Bloom Labs, and most of them going to have their own tokens, and most of them dedicate the sufficient amount of tokens to our users. So there are going to be constant drops to different audiences, most active on chain, the users who brought more friends, different criteria is going to be. We're going to be very transparent in terms of the criteria. I think this was the ask from the community. It was not very clear for the second drop, but yeah, there's a lot of drops are coming up, and we hope our users going to enjoy them. So what users need to participate in the drops is to be active within the app. Being active means come to the app every day, farm points, invite friends, play games, make on-chain transactions, and all of this. So this is all which makes it very important. But they just wanted to say to everyone who is participating in the Telegram mini apps airdrops kind of approach, what is most important are the on-chain users, right? Because everyone wants to be listed on the major exchanges. Major exchanges need the real users, the users who will use the blockchain, who will trade, who will convert the points into tokens, who will come to them, who will register there, and so on and so forth, right? So the more actions you do on chain, the better chances for everyone to receive the sufficient drop. The If you're just coming into the app, and, just checking in, that's not sufficient enough. So uh, and again, reward is not a charity, right? The airdrop is not a charity. It's the business instrument for the projects to reach the goals of their own, right? The goal is very simple. The majority of the projects need the users to be using their product after the airdrop is completed, or even before the airdrop is completed. So everyone is looking for the real users. So that's no wonder why a lot of projects they exclude, the people who use software to farm something, who use multi accounts to, just to, trick those founders, etc. Right? So just be an honest user, be with the project, tell about the project to your community, to your friends, to your families, and so on. Be active with it, and everything's going to be okay with you.
Totally agree with you that airdrops definitely is not charity, but actually a, just like you say, right, instrument for the project teams to reach their goals and also for participants to get rewards, yeah, through the real interactions, right? And so friends, definitely we do hope that you invite more of your friends to join as real users. And this is also very important that we could support Bloom to go to top exchanges because that's definitely ultimate goal, right, for everyone over here. And I have to, yeah, reveal that I myself is also a user of Bloom, and so this is definitely a lot of exciting opportunity for all of the members over here. That there will be a lot more rewards and airdrops for everyone. So friends, be sure to continue to do what you're doing right now and engage with the app on a daily basis. Now we are going to start to take some questions from the audience, and we will get some time over here. And well, I believe that a lot of people are asking about when TGE, right? And I'm not sure, Mr. Vladimir, would you mind to share
That's
a
the
bit?
most frequent. That's the
Yes,
most frequent question. Of course, I'm happy to
exactly.
share, but I'm not happy to share the exact date. I will tell you that about our approach, right? So we need first to deliver the training product, right, and then talk about the listing. So that would make much more sense for the project itself and for the users as well, right? When you have the real product launched and we have the real amount of users who use this product, that will create much more buying pressure, that will create much more negotiations about the project and the space, right? So only after we launch the trading product within Bloom, and I'm hoping some of the trading products going to be launched this year, then we can negotiate the token release date. So really working hard to deliver so, but we need to be aligned and sure that the Ton blockchain itself is going to be ready for this, and our trading products are going to be ready for this, and everything works smooth because when you are launching the trading product, you're responsible for responsiveness of of the app, right? And you have to everything to work perfectly and to be very secure and safe. So when we achieve this, there's going to be negotiations about the listing.
Noted. Thank you so much, Mr. Vladimir, for letting us know about that. And friends, what we can do is just continue to support Bloom and do your daily engagement, do my daily engagement as well, that we could, yeah, support it continually for a long run. And the next top question over here is, how does Bloom differentiate yourself from other crypto projects like also launching on the Tone ecosystem or Telegram? Thank you.
Yeah, I think most of the projects, unfortunately, if we take a look at the App Center, centralized about the idea of tap game, right? So everyone was thinking that, hey, I'm going to launch not coin number 25. I will just change the colors. People will tap something. I will, improve it a little bit, or create a copy of the hamster combat, and then I'm going to get, dozens of millions of users, then I'm going to be listed on Binance. Then I will become a millionaire or billionaire, and then I will just drop to users, I don't know, $500 each, right? But it doesn't work this way. So Telegram mini app space is the space where every product, digital product, can be distributed, right? And we've seen it in Singapore, for example, when we enjoyed using the Tata app, right, the ride-hailing service, which was a Telegram mini app where you can use it, where you could use it, paying you a ton for the rides, and it was pretty cool that the first ride was free, then it was like 50% discount for them. So uh, I'm really waiting for different types of projects to be coming into the ecosystem, and I know a lot of gaming studios from Asia, from across the globe, are now building products which are different, which are not the tap games. The tap games economy will go down, and it is going down, right? So we should not expect big drops from the tapping games, which are just copy paste from the not coin. We need different products. We need new products, and they're coming. And I think we are building one of the different projects and products on the market because we're building the infrastructure, the trading app, right? There are some trading apps already in the space. They don't have that much users. They don't have that much vision, I believe so, as we do, because what we are, understand very clearly how exchanges should work. Because we've spent quite a lot of time at Binance. I've spent 2 years. Gleb, my partner, spent 5 years at Binance. I was created almost from the beginning of when Binance was launched. So I believe we have the vision of how the exchange should be launched. There should not be very complicated products for the users, especially for the newbies. Right, there will be very simplified products and the onboarding should be very easy. And Telegram helps in this very, very much. Especially, we know, for example, for the big centralized exchanges, that the referral amount of people which are being referred by a friend or by the influencer reaches almost like 30%. Right, and when we talk about the regular products which are launched on the I don't know App Center or Google Play or on the web, in order to invite your friend there, you will need to use the messenger to send a message to your friend. Then the friend needs to come to the App Store or Google Play Market, then download the app, enter your referral code or whatever. Right, so it's a long, long tail of actions which needs to be done. So Telegram really simplifies it very, very much. So when you send the to your friend and he clicks on it, he's onboarded into the project, right? And we are not building the game. So the game inside Bloom is just the tool to keep the users engaged, plus the tool for distribution of the drops. So recently, the last two drops were made through the game, so where people literally can catch the dogs falling from the sky. So real airdrop, right? That's because why it's done this way. Because again, coming back to the attention economy, uh, people's attention is very, very valuable, right? And now we have a lot of things to spend our time on. That's why TikTok is booming. That's why Instagram stories are booming, right? That's why X and Twitter is booming, right? Because it's a short form of content. People are not ready, unfortunately, maybe in some cases, not ready to spend, like days and weeks on, you know, learning something, unfortunately, right? So and we cannot do anything about this. People are get used to the short form of content, short form of interactions. So the longer you can engage those users, the better your product profits and revenue is going to be, right? So this way, we need to shorten the way of users actually get to their target. And the target of our future users, we believe, is to get access to different types of coins on different blockchains, not only Ton, because we're building the multi-chain trading app, and that's what is way much different and differs us from the rest of the apps, right? So we have the very, very clear vision. In case, and when the token is going to be launched, it's really clear what it's going to be there for. It can reduce the commissions. It can be used for staking. It can be used for launchpads and airdrops and whatever, right? It can be earned via the tasks and quests. So they're like very straightforward approach. And I think what currently a lot of projects don't have is just the simple vision of what's next going to be there, right? For example, I could not. I mean, I'm really thankful to Hamster Combat that they made so much noise in the space and they brought so much people into the space, but unfortunately we're a bit lacking of the reasons why people should be staying there for the future, right? The vision was to have the you know gaming center or the new games to be launched within the app, and we're seeing just the links to the app store to download different hyper casual games, right? I would not call it a vision, right? If you're building the gaming company, we can take a look at the Catizen, which actually are doing quite okay on that front, right? The game is really engaging. Those guys are coming from the WeChat, and they had the really cool, engagement rates and the revenue, in-app revenue numbers, which I know are quite good, right? So we need projects with the vision, and I think, and I believe Bloom has the vision of bringing the trading into the Telegram mini apps in a very easy and efficient way. So and it makes all kind of sense why there might be a token, what functions it might bring to the users, and how it's going to be done. So that's the first and the main thing which differs us from the rest of the project. So we're not the game, we're the trading app. We're launching step by step. Yes, we do delay some of the functions, but we're on the way to deliver them very soon. So those users, those loyal users who stay with Bloom, who make on-chain transactions, they're going to be rewarded, and I believe, this way they're going to be staying with the product. And because a lot of them, just first touch crypto with Bloom, and the Bloom might become their first choice for trading crypto, uh, and that's it. So this is our vision, and this is what I believe differs us from the rest of the projects.
Nice. Thank you so much for the clarification because, well, from what we could see, that I should say the tone ecosystem, like projects, right? Version one, right? Most of them are actually um, mini apps for gaming, right? And we're glad to hear that Bloom is doing something different. This is definitely a trading app. On top of that, with a meme pad, right? The Bloom meme pad that everyone could launch their own meme coins. Looking forward to that as well. So since we're talking about as a trading app, let's take a one last question from our community members. I know Mr. Vladimir also very busy today. So um, combining what you have shared with us, will Bloom leverage AI or other cutting edge technology to enhance the user experience in the future, using it as a trading app or a main launch pad? Thank you.
Yeah. So the question is, if I understood correctly, what the meme pad is going to bring to the space, right?
Right, and also, well, the team considered to adding more technologies such as AI for like to help people um, better to make decisions on what they are going to trade.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I think what meme platforms, and we do know that there are existing meme platforms, and I mentioned them like Pump Fun, Sun Pump, and Grafan, for example. Their mission is very clear. It's to let users launch the token in a very easy way, right? And I believe this is a whole. Like the mission is to bring meme coins into the Telegram space. The meme coins and community tokens and different types of tokens, right? Because previously, like if you roll time back to 5 years from now, back 5 years ago, to launch your token was a quite difficult task to do, right? So you need to have know the smart contracts. You had to find the templates. You had to pay the gas and all of this, right? So it was really difficult to do so. So we simplifying the way everyone can monetize their community, can create the very cool token. Again, it can be different ones: community, music band token, I don't know, blogger token or whatever, right? And monetize on this and grow the community around this. You can even get your supply in your hands and distribute it to the community. And there are so many ways how you can manage this, right? And how you can use the tokens in your both marketing purposes, investment purposes, et cetera, et cetera. And part of the tokens, by the way, going to be distributed to our users, especially for the projects where with whom we are helping with the marketing, and whom we are curating and helping them to reach the to reach our audience, right? Eyes and fingers to buy them and sell them and etc. to engage with them. So I believe that we have not. We're like hoping to create the big wave of new meme coins and different tokens created in a very easy and efficient way. So it's going to be some kind of a social file engagement because you're in Telegram. So you create the token, you have the share button, you share it with your friends, you share with your, in your channel. So it's very seamless way of interaction. That's the first thing, right? And the last thing about AI, it's not our first priority, but on the backlog we have the AI Copilot, right? We have not announced it yet. It's in the backlog. It's not going to be not the first priority again, but this is what can help us to make the feed for people inside the Blue app depending on the news, depending on the posts, to show what is happening. For example, there's some like good news, and then it might recommend to take a look at these certain tokens. There's some bad news, and maybe you can recommend to short to have a short position on some of the tokens. That's how AI can be used. Plus, of course, AI internally going to be used for identifying the scam tokens or the tokens who is pretending to be someone else, and for the tokens with some some bad pictures, not which should not be published, etc. So of course, like AI is built inside for those purposes, and without the AI, I believe no projects exist now.
Wow, that is definitely a well-rounded app that we could expect, right? A super trading app that's just on our hand and we could conveniently use it while we are also communicating with our other common members over here, right? And once again, shout out to Mr. Vladimir. Thank you so much for answering all of the questions from me and also our community members over here. I see that we still have over 20 hands raising and I see over 200 messages posting over here. And I know everyone has a lot of questions, and I would suggest all of you be sure to continue to follow and support Bloom as well as the core team member, and be sure to give Mr. Vladimir a follow so that you are going to receive more updates from the team Bloom over here. And Mr. Vladimir, from your vision and the major milestones to the exciting Blooming pad coming soon, right? And the crypto drops, definitely clear that Bloom is making important and significant strides in the whole crypto world. We appreciate your continued support and we look forward to seeing you in our future MA sessions. Thank you. Before we wrap up the session, do you have any additional information that you'd like to share with our community members over here? Thank you.
Just wanted to say big thanks. You've been an amazing host, and it was absolute pleasure to be here. So everyone who is not building something inside Telegram, there are developers and people who is about to create projects. Take a look at the Tone ecosystem. I think it's going to be great, and it's the space where you can easily get a lot of users. And if you bring the good product, it's going to be very useful, and you will definitely have the attention. And Miss Moonlight, thank you so much for hosting me today.
Thank you. And once the blooming pad is launched, I'm definitely going to launch my Moonlight token. Hopefully, I will be the first one to do that. Once again,
You
shout
said
out
that,
to.
and you heard this, guys. So yeah, we're looking forward.
Thank you. I'm going to happily end just and oh yeah, by the way, I would like to share our data from Binance Live as well. We are being featured on the front page of Binance Live all the way, and we have reached to close to 30,000 live views over there. I will share more screenshots to our community members over here. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.